What's up, everybody? So today we're gonna be reacting to cooking equals wasted time and money. And we just reacted to a video of his where he was saying that he's a plumber and he makes $20 an hour and that's not really enough to afford anything like healthcare. So let's see what he has to say about cooking.
A quick disclaimer before I open up Google Chrome: I am not affiliated with Panda Express. Um, and yes, this is a serious dissertation on how you could be saving your time at the very least by taking the advice that I have laid out in this video to heart. So let's get into it. Uh, Average monthly food budget for single 2025 um, is somewhere between $300 to $500. This is how much the average person is currently spending on food here in the U.S. as an individual right now. And buying at large, if you're spending any less than $300, you're you're really you're living exceptionally frugally, in a way that is bordering on questionable, um, because meat's expensive, food's expensive, groceries are expensive. That means you're spending a ton of time cooking, is what you're doing. And some people,
Even if you're cooking, if you're eating 3 meals a day and you're spending less than $10 a day, a month is about 30 days, give or take. And if you're spending less than $10 a day for the whole meal, the whole day, meaning breakfast, lunch, dinner, some people don't eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. Me, I eat 2 times a day. And I also throw some snacks in there. So if you're spending less than $10 a day, then I don't even know what you're doing.
will say, "Oh, you can cook super quick," and maybe that's true for certain people in certain situations where you have your own kitchen, you don't have roommates to deal with, you actually can put your stuff places. But for a lot of people, cooking, especially in this economy, simply is not feasible. So lo and behold, I introduce Panda Express. Um, Sometimes I would argue fast food is a viable alternative for your nutritional needs. And now, this is not ideal. Obviously, Panda Express fried orange chicken is not going to be um, an exceptional solution for your general overall health. But for the sake of argument, right now, I just want to have a look at Panda Express's plate with the one side and two entrees. If I have a look at my bag, I have selected one white steamed rice, half a serving and half a serving of fried rice, as well as two servings of the original orange chicken. This costs $10 after tax. Estimated tax, I'm looking at something like $10.83. If I have a look at the what I selected, you take half of 520 calories, half of 620 calories, and then you add two servings of 512 calories to that. You are looking at a total of, as listed at the top right, 1,590 calories. I'm going to pull up a bulletin here. These are some of the numbers. Um, let's assume that you ate Panda Express for an entire month. Not saying necessarily this is a great thing that you should be doing. You would be obtaining at or over 3/4 of your daily recommended caloric intake. 52 grams of protein. Each serving of chicken has 26 grams of protein. Um, at $300 a month, $10 a night. Okay. And once again, have a look at.
This is pretty good. I like this argument. For one, I love Panda Express, but you don't have to get 2 servings of rice, 2 servings of orange chicken. But I love orange chicken. I always go for, if I'm going to Panda Express, I'm gonna get at least 1 serving of orange chicken. And they also have the super greens too. So if you want to get in some veggies, you could get in, instead of getting rice or noodles at all, you could just replace that with super greens and you just have broccoli and cabbage and stuff like that instead of eating rice and noodles. But yeah, this is a pretty good way to get in, your food, your recommended calories for the day for a pretty normal price. And I would they also have a bigger plate, which is probably like it's like $2 more. I don't know why you used the regular plate as an example because it probably would have got you closer to the recommended calories for the day, the full recommended calories for the day.
This the average monthly food budget for a single person 2025 is between, let me get rid of this really quick, 300 to $500.
Actually, now I know why you use the plate because it gets you right at $300 a month. So that was a good.
So in effect, you have satiated 3/4 of your nutritional needs for the whole month with this $10 Panda Express. 52 grams of protein. You just got another 30 grams of protein to that to be not only in muscle maintenance territory, but also I think you could have hypertrophy when you start getting into thresholds like that. Even just having a protein shake is going to put you up to 80 grams of protein. If you have like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich throughout the day, you're at 90, so on and so forth. It's a great way to keep your food budget low. And for certain people with certain situations, this will not only help you save money, it's also going to help you make money. Because basically, try to, as a rule of thumb, I would say when balancing the difference of, living a little, being somewhat frugal, and also surviving. It takes all of 10 minutes to prepare Panda Express. It takes another maybe 20 minutes to actually eat it. The whole job is done for you. On the contrary, if you're to try to make an orange chicken and rice meal by yourself, I'm telling you, the internet's going to tell you it takes like 45 minutes to do all that, but it's not factoring in washing the dishes. It's not factoring in having to thaw the chicken. It's just purchase the groceries necessary to do all this. It takes time. If you and the numbers that they give you, 45 minutes to prepare this chicken and rice meal. That's according to somebody who cooks for sport. If at least I know if it were me in the kitchen preparing chicken and rice meal, it'd be taking somewhere closer to an hour or 2 hours. Not
And you can meal prep and make it once and have it throughout the week, but at the same time, you can have it fresh every day and not have to worry about that cleanup. You don't have to worry about. It's a whole lot you don't have to worry about, and it's still costing you around the same amount of money.
including the time it takes to eat, not including the time it takes to wash the dishes. Um, and at the end of everything, you're looking at maybe like 2 to 3 hours just to have this dinner. If you were to cook it yourself, get all of your groceries yourself, and if you ask me, you wouldn't be saving a whole lot of money if you were to do it yourself. Um, just abstractly, all the materials it takes to prepare this meal maybe costs like $5, $6 or something. So maybe saving like $4. Well, that's not including the 2 3 hours it took you to like materialize that meal from start to finish. In other words, if you are in a situation where you are working nonstop, you are trying to save a ton of money, if you ask me, it makes a ton of sense to consider fast food alternatives like this. When you can get something as low as $10 per night, $300 per month, 3/4 of your daily caloric recommended intake, 52 grams of protein. Again, 3/4 of your recommended caloric intake. That means you're maybe looking at another $100 for like a lunch or something, and maybe snacks or whatever. And again, the average grocery budget for the average adult is 300 to 500. Contrary to certain budget or recommendations, I would argue it is not always super unfeasible to be eating from fast food um, uh, fast food out.
The only thing that really makes fast food so unfeasible is when you're ordering it on DoorDash daily and you know you're tipping, the price of the food is higher where a bigger plate, cuz I eat the bigger plates, where a bigger plate is $12 in the store, is $14 on the app. Then you got to pay delivery fees, then you got to pay tips. And yeah, after all that, you're paying probably about $20 for something that should have been 12.
It's because the numbers are there. And the most important thing is you're saving a ton of time, and for as much time as you're saving, that's more time that you can be working. Whereas you're if you're cooking your meals yourself, that means that you're taking time away from your work. Especially if you're in a situation where you're building a business or something, maybe you're already making a ton of money per hour. Let's say you're making like $100 per hour, and now you got to go, cook up a chicken and rice meal. Maybe you're quick with it. Maybe you can get it done in 45 to 60 minutes, and you go to eat it. That takes maybe another, let's say, super conservatively, if you are just pounding that down, like 15 minutes. I'm telling you, you're looking at somewhere between an hour to 2 hours for that whole ordeal. Whereas it takes all of a couple seconds to order Panda Express. It takes all of 10 minutes for them to prepare it. It takes another 20 minutes for it to be put into your mouth. Um, the second that the 10 minutes it takes to for them to prepare that Panda Express is time that you could be spending to go get it. Um, it's prepared. You eat it. You go back home. That takes another, maybe, like we're saying, like 40 minutes versus like an hour to 2 hours. You're saving time, and arguably, if you're able to work more, it means that you're saving. It means that you're saving money too. Um, it means you're generating more money. You are retaining more money than you would be if you were to prepare this meal yourself. And that
Realistically, it's not like people are going to be working all day during the time that they could have been cooking. But at the same time, it gives you more time to enjoy yourself and have a better, I guess cooking can be something that could boost someone's mental health for some people. But when cooking drains more time out of your day and you feel like you have no time left in the day because you have to go to work, you have to clean, there's the drive to and from work, and cooking adds to the cleaning, whatever you have to do during the day. You get home and you feel like there's no time left in the day. Cooking just adds to that stress. So, yeah.
is my crash course on why um, maybe it's a good idea to order fast food as opposed to um, getting the shit at a preparing the shit yourself. I personally think it is a more fiscally feasible thing, especially if you're working a lot.
Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. I think it is pretty feasible sometimes, and I'm a couponer too, so it's even more feasible for me when I find the right deals. So let me know what you think, and I'm out.